Hi guys, so today's episode is with a really good friend of mine, Sasha Jairam, and she is, according to me, she is the future, the present and the future of fashion photography in India. So I have worked with her and I've actually been stalking her for many years before I started working with her. And then you know what the funny thing is? I found you in my DMs from like many years ago.
Long back,
When
yeah.
you were, I guess, a student and I was running pop-up shop and you would DM me, and it's so funny how life takes
is
like a full
come.
circle. Yeah. So Sasha, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And you look beautiful. Okay, so let's just dive right into it. So I started stalking you on Instagram. Her Instagram page is amazing, guys. I started stalking you because I started seeing these really fresh, amazing images of like some girls who were familiar, like Tripti, Dimri, many years ago before she, became the national crush of India.
Literally.
And then I was like, these shoots are so chic, like that they were so well styled, and there was something about the energy and the composition just which felt really fresh.
Yeah.
And I think the smart thing that you did was you really built your own portfolio on Instagram so everyone could see what you were doing. And is that how you got the big magazines?
I think it was also very authentic how it just happened very organically. I just didn't think of like a plan or anything, I was just flowing. And I was supposed to like intern with a big photographer when I was like 16. But then that didn't pan out somehow. I just slept on it and then woke up the next day thinking I cannot assist anyone because I just feel like you get their genre of work. When you assist someone.
And you wanted to create your own style.
Yeah, I had a very like strong vision. I don't know what it is. Like, I think either you're born with it, but I think I am born with it.
You clearly are, because
Not
you're
being
really
modest,
successful.
But yeah, I just didn't study photography. I didn't do anything photography related, but I just felt like I wanted to shoot women in a different eye, because I just feel like no one's really shot women in a very effortlessly sensual way.
I agree. I think what stood out to me with your photography and when I started stalking you on Instagram was because I thought all the women you shot looked so sensual without looking inappropriate.
Yeah.
They just looked so sexy and beautiful, and I thought that maybe is it because you're a girl and they're super comfortable with you? I don't know what it is. That comfort level came across and it was just so beautiful.
I think so. I think I make them feel really comfortable.
Yeah, and I think being a woman, they probably don't feel as conscious of their bodies or whatever it is, because there's a lot of exploitation also in every industry, but in photography especially, because sometimes you're not wearing much,
That's true.
Yeah.
But I think it's also not just women, and I think it's also your energy, I just feel like if someone's feeling comfortable with you, they automatically let their guards down.
Yeah.
It really depends on you working on yourself.
Right.
I really worked on myself before I came into my career zone, because I never thought I would be working in the first place.
Why?
I really thought I would be like married, have a huge family by the age of 24.
You can do both.
Yeah, but I just life took a huge turn. I never thought I was ambitious. And now I'm just like, I can't do without work, you know?
Yeah, I think it gets the best out of you.
Yeah.
And I think it's given you a lot of confidence as well.
A lot, yeah.
Yeah, because you're a young girl and you're doing a lot of major magazine covers. You've done Elle, you've done Cosmopolitan, Bazaar. So, being in your 20s and getting so much work to do for important magazines, it's pretty huge.
Yeah, I think I'm actually confident as a person, but I just felt like work and success gives you way more confidence,
Yeah.
And I see that happening now that, okay, I can talk to anyone without feeling a bit intimidated.
Conscious. Yeah. So tell me, from all the high fashion magazine covers in India that you've done, what's your favorite one so far?
Bazaar.
Bazaar?
Yeah, it's
and
so me, I think.
And who was on the cover?
Kareena
Bazaar.
We did like the anniversary issue.
Right. Yeah. And she's probably a dream.
And I was shocked when they asked me to shoot it.
Really?
Like shocking. Yeah, I was like manifestations, coming into reality. Yeah.
That's amazing. And now tell me this also. So you shoot with a lot of girls who have a decent Instagram following. Sometimes some are starlets about to come onto the scene.
Yeah.
Like for example, we spoke about Tripti.
Yeah.
In my opinion, my humble opinion, I think your best work is with Tripti and with Shanaya.
I think
Shanaya
so too.
Kapoor and Tripti.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Maybe the muse and photographer relationship just has some kind of chemistry. It's with these two girls, I feel like, and those shoots you style yourself.
Yeah.
So there's something
all my
about-
test shoots, I style myself.
First of all, your test shoots are better than any magazine
Yeah.
shoot. Your test shoots are the best because she's a great stylist also, guys. Next time you hire her, don't hire a stylist, okay? You'll get 2 in 1. Your test shoots are amazing, but what is this relationship with Shanaya and Tripti Dimri that makes these photos come out so beautiful? Like, I don't think Tripti has ever looked better than she has done in your photos.
You know, I somehow saw her as a 90s supermodel
Yeah.
long back.
Yeah.
Before anyone saw that,
Right,
you know?
right.
And I was like, she's so beautiful, she's just
Yeah.
not captured right.
Yeah.
And I've just, I literally messaged her during lockdown. I said, Tripti, you're going to keep yourself free this date. And I randomly saw like pictures of 90s supermodel, and I born with my mom, who's like constantly literally showing me images of magazines. I'm from a small town, you
Right.
know, and we didn't have that kind of exposure like
Right.
how people have in bigger cities.
Right.
So my mom used to be like always into fashion, interiors. All our homes are made by my mom, everything. So she was like
Artistically inclined.
artistically inclined herself. So I think it's in the genes. So when I kept looking at like 90s supermodels, it's literally ingrained in my brain, you know, like subconsciously, I just felt like I need to find beautiful women. Like, I don't know, I needed them to have like a modern touch to them.
Right.
Not just completely like, I just wanted them to look a bit too contemporary.
Yeah. Yeah. And like shooting Indian women in that contemporary fashion.
Yeah,
I think that's what makes it like fresh and modern, right?
Yeah, that was missing completely. I
Yeah.
just feel like everything was too over the top.
I think before you, the photographers, there have been some amazing photographers in
Amazing,
India.
yeah.
But their style has been more in the classic zone. It's been a lot of portraits. It's shot in a very classic way, I would say.
Yeah.
You kind of shook up things a bit. I think before you, even Taras did a good job of like shooting women sexy, but you have your own style. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But yeah, so that's amazing. So Tripti and you just happened organically.
Tripti, yeah, just randomly. And I also didn't plan any of my I didn't plan my career, you know?
Yeah.
And when someone has like a brief set in place, I get like a bit like constructed because I'm
Yeah.
an artist. I need to flow, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Maybe that's why I just feel like I need to still find the balance between commercial work and like my test shoots.
Right, but you're
So I
doing
need to-
a lot of both.
Yeah, a lot, yeah.
Yeah. So you're
Yeah.
keeping yourself like inspired and busy.
I am.
Okay, and I want to ask you this too. So we were just having a chat while doing our makeup, and you, for the first time, have shot like BTS and beautiful photographs from a Hindi film song shoot
Recently, yeah.
recently, which is really different for
Yeah.
them to get. I mean, Ria is quite a visionary. It was
Yeah.
for Ria.
It was for Ria.
And the movie is The Crew.
The crew, yeah.
And this is not something what people usually do. They don't call like high-end fashion photographers to shoot like a song.
Yeah. It just
How-
happened
how was that? Yeah.
last minute. One of the stylists called me and she's like, are you up to do like a fashion shoot before they shoot like video bites, you know? I said, yeah, because I've never done this before, so I thought I'll just give it a try. But then they really liked the images.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how was it like to shoot with Kareena and Diljit?
Kareena is lovely.
And Diljit is like a fashion icon. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. How was that?
Fun. Like,
Fun?
I just
Yeah.
got my shots within 5 to 10 minutes
It was
because
a
that's
quick
the
thing.
only thing.
Yeah.
There's no time to shoot stills, you know?
That's true. They're busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, in 5 minutes, I need to get the shot. I
Right,
got all
right.
of them.
And
Yeah.
you got Tabu and Kriti as well.
Everyone.
Fun.
Yeah.
Once you should actually style your own music video. That would be so cool.
Slowly.
Yeah, slowly.
One step at a time.
One step at a time.
Yeah. I
Okay.
still feel like I have a long way to go. I'm
Yeah?
still like a baby, you know.
Yeah, a baby that's come very far.
Yeah.
Okay, now tell me, what are your like plans now? How do you see the fashion photography scene in India developing, changing? I mean, we know you're contributing to it in a very big way, but like, what do you see as the future of photography in India? What are your personal plans?
I think every day there's like a new talent coming in.
Right.
Like, I love seeing new talent. I make friends with them. I literally, whenever I see someone new upcoming and their work is quite good, I really want to like meet them
Like
for a
collaborate
coffee.
and
Yeah,
yeah.
like engross with them. I'm a curious mind, so I just feel like there's so much happening. I think India is the future,
For sure, yeah.
honestly. And there's so many untapped talents yet, which is like sad, because I was talking to someone the other day and they're like, they don't have means, you know, to like tap into the industry, but they're so talented because they're using like, their vision is so good, but like they don't know how to
Go about it.
So I just think that's where so many talents are not tapped, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the future of fashion photography is, in India especially, is like epic if I'm like still alive.
Yeah, and also like kind of collaborating with and bringing up new people, like you said, meeting them and maybe even helping
Yeah.
them get somewhere
Yeah.
through collaboration is, I guess, a way to.
I did actually,
Yeah,
yeah. I did with 2-3 creators.
So then tell me this: if there's so much talent in India, and we have some very good photographers and teams, even new ones coming up, why do so many major fashion magazines want to get people from outside, like from Paris, from New York? Why? Like, why fly down? Because I know that, with editorial, it's a bit tricky. Like, it's difficult to make money, and then you're just making your
Exactly.
budgets. Your budgets go so expensive flying people down. So what's the reason if there's so much here?
I don't mean to be offensive, but I just feel like if you have like such small budgets in editorials, I don't understand how they can fly like such expensive photographers from Italy,
They
like
make
Dubai.
exceptions for them.
Exactly.
But why?
I'm just like, I don't understand. Maybe they do have an international vision and international touch, but my own retoucher retouch their images, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm just like, you just want the name to be like attached. And for me, I'm just like, how does that really make sense? And then cut down like budgets with the actual talent in India. So I
Yeah,
don't know.
that's not fair.
It's not fair.
Yeah,
I really
yeah.
don't think it's fair.
Yeah, and it's not needed also, not beyond a point. It's really not needed.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, now on the topic of retouching, I really want to ask this, okay?
Yeah.
Because I think you and I are like almost slightly a generation apart on
Yeah.
this, because I'm a millennial and you're Gen Z.
I'm starting Gen Z.
Yeah,
Thank
I'm also
God.
starting millennial. Can't even say it.
I'm literally a cusp.
Millennial. I'm also starting millennial, so it doesn't matter. So anyway, so then Gen Z, on the other hand, like when you see them, you're like, oh, the photo and the person don't always match.
Yeah.
They love to edit, like famous girls, not
Everyone,
famous girls,
yeah.
everyone just, they edit their photos so much. So tell me this thing about editing. What is this love for such drastic editing? And there are some apps that change your face only.
Yeah. Okay, it starts from myself. Honestly, I edit a lot myself. But I also think it comes from a lot of insecurity. And it's also created by a Kardashian era, because it
Okay.
really starts from, she's really created like the whole social media trend of like
Right.
bodies to like everything, you know.
Right.
And
To
I feel like
shooting,
she's
editing, everything.
everything.
Yeah.
Everyone is like subconsciously following her. It's not like consciously following. You
Right,
know what
right,
I'm
right,
saying?
right.
Even if you're not a fan of her, it's like the whole generation is a fan
It's like
of
you
her.
feel like that's the standard or whatever.
I think so.
Yeah.
I just think the natural beauty.
But isn't it unfortunate because these girls are like really young? They're in they're teenagers or they're in their 20s. So they're beautiful anyway. Most
No,
of them,
they don't think
you know,
they're
don't-
beautiful because there's like Instagram standards. And I think it's also like natural girls, if someone says don't edit, that person becomes like uncool. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so it's cool to edit.
It's very cool to edit. So I'm just like, I personally don't have an issue because retouching has been like there in the fashion industry
forever.
since forever. Like
Yeah.
it's like a proper business, you
Yeah.
know. But I also think normal girls editing their pictures to look like the superstars, why not? That's also a question to
Everyone wants to feel like a superstar.
yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I'm like, why should there be like just like one superstar? Everyone's like, there are no superstars now.
Yeah,
This
because everyone's a
generation-
superstar,
Exactly,
right?
because of now
Because
social
of Instagram
media.
and yeah.
Social media has changed the whole game, right? Like so many cool influencers have come in. For obviously businesses, they don't really have to like spend a lot of money on just like
Actors,
celebrities.
yeah.
But it's like, it's working out for so many people. But I also miss the whole part of like someone being a superstar, like liked by the mass, you know? There's like literally rare, like you can't even count a superstar anymore.
Yeah,
you
just
know,
the
because their
old ones
whole
are
life
still
is
around.
online now. You know?
Yeah. There's no mystery.
There's literally no mystery.
So I have a question. When you go for like parties or you're just being like, it's your downtime.
Yeah.
And you're hanging out with friends. Do they all make you take their photos? Because you take very good photos from the phone also.
Yeah.
So does everyone be like, no, Sasha, you take our
Yeah.
photos? So are you like always on duty?
No, not really. I also have fun, but I also say I stand up for myself.
You're like, bust. You get
No,
one
I do
photo,
take such
two.
cool pictures also in
Yeah.
parties because, you know, my inspiration began when in London I used to never study. I went for university, but I just didn't study.
Yeah.
It was like all my inspiration came from nightclubs.
And your friends and just,
Yeah, literally. Everyone who dresses up so well in nightclubs, like I saw all the styling inspiration from there. And I went back to like 90s supermodels, how they used to dress up, you know? So I
Yeah.
mixed them both. And then obviously.
Like your style began,
yeah,
your personal style.
literally.
Cool. That's
I know,
amazing.
very like unconsciously, you know?
Yeah,
what I'm
of course.
saying?
Everything happens like that only,
Yeah.
especially for artists, right?
Yeah.
Like you just absorb things and you don't know where it's coming from half the time.
Literally.
But it's from experiences, you know?
Yeah, I was like wondering, how did I create this? How did I create? So when I'm like very free, you know, I tend to think, oh my God, where's work? Oh my God, I'm too free, I'm too free. And then I look back on my Instagram, I'm like, oh my God, I shot this. I shot this. Because when I have a creative block, I'm just like, I go back into my own work and
Right.
think, oh my God, I shot it. Okay, this is in me, you know?
Yeah,
Because you have this fear of, like, I have this fear of, like, failure. I don't know
I
what
think
it
everyone
is.
does,
Like,
yeah.
I have, like, so whenever I'm, like, completely free, I get, like, panic attacks, you know? So, and then I realize I'm an artist, I need downtime,
Yeah.
not do nothing, and
Yeah,
just go
yeah.
back to work. So, yeah. I don't want to work like a robot.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's very
then my
hard
whole
to.
vision goes for a toss.
Yeah. You can't be so creative when it becomes very
Yeah.
like robotic or like, you know,
Yeah.
mechanical. Yeah.
So when I have like a creative block, I literally travel, which is like all the time. And I'm just like, when I come back from a trip, I create. Even if it's like one shoot, it has to be iconic. Otherwise, I'm not going to do that shoot, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Iconic only, like icons only. Okay, cool. So tell me this: who are you a fan of? Like, whose photography, in fashion photography, who do you like? Tell me one name in India and one name outside of India.
India, Prabhuda Dasgupta.
Oof, yeah,
He's
raw, so raw.
good.
Yeah. Again, he has a very distinct. I mean, he had a very distinct style of his own.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Unique.
Like amazing.
Also, you know, I think some great pieces of art to invest in and also to get are
He's
like
amazing.
his pieces of photography,
Yeah.
right? They're beautiful.
Like I would rather like frame them in my
Of
home.
course,
Yeah.
they're just like they're art. Especially when he used to shoot Lakshmi.
Yeah. His muse.
Yeah,
He
Lakshmi
did
Menon. Those were just beautiful shots.
Yeah. I actually recreated one of his shoot with Lakshmi Menon where Anaita styled, I think, long back.
Yeah.
I was like, I recreated it, and then I literally did the same thing with Varsha, one of my friends at that time. It literally looks the same.
Wow. So he
Yeah.
is definitely an inspiration.
Yeah, like in India, I don't think I
Yeah.
like anyone more than him.
So the photographer you love outside of India?
David LaChapelle, because I really connect with him because he really lacks his technical knowledge when it comes to photography, but
So he's like self-taught.
he's self-taught, but his vision is unbelievable. Yeah.
David LaChapelle.
Yeah. I love Nick Knight, I love Newton, I love Avedon, I love Lindbergh. I love everyone.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like
like
as
I'm
you said, there's
obsessed
more
with-
than enough in India as well.
In India, I just feel like, how do I explain it? Like fashion and what I like is very distinctive in the sense of, I love Prabhuda Das Gupta is because he got his women's body right. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it's quite hard for men to get women's body right.
Why is that?
I don't know. I think there's a difference.
There's a difference in the lens of how women see women and men see women?
I think so. I think so. They have to be quite free in their heads when they're like shooting, you know?
Yeah.
I just feel like it shows in your work
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you're not free in your head.
But in the younger generation, you think there are more free photographers coming who are not as...
I love Ashish Shah.
Yeah.
I love, who else? Red Berman.
I love Burman.
Yeah. Like so many.
Yeah,
But he's
yeah.
also now moved to Paris.
He
so-
comes and goes.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
I keep forgetting a few names, but I
Yeah.
do have some favorites. But my favorite is Prabuddha.
Yeah, I think a lot of people's. Cool. Okay, now I want to ask you this too, before I forget. What do you think of AI generated photography? Is it a thing? Is it going to like affect the business of photographers?
I don't know, you know, it's quite confusing for me because I'm not that into like the
AI,
technology.
yeah.
I still feel the organic touch to photography or like, but I think this whole retouching thing of AI is somehow scary. It's a bit scary
Yeah.
because like the retouchers business
Might be affected.
might be affected
Because
because
are they
it's
doing a good job? The AI retouching?
really good. Like it's crazy, and they give you like high-res images, and you can print it out. Or, like how
Yeah.
iPhones
Right, right.
used as
exactly.
an actual
Editing
billboard,
tool also.
literally.
Yeah. Okay, but you think photographers are safe as of now, at least?
As of now, I think 5 years max. I don't know, but somehow I just feel like you need to have
That
plan.
human touch to photography.
Yeah, I definitely think so. I think that's like never goes out of fashion.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
the human touch in most things is needed,
Yeah.
especially in a creative field,
100%.
Yeah,
Machine versus hand, like
yeah,
so much.
exactly. And how, like,
Difference.
in today's day and age, everything has gone back to hand done. And hand done, even if you talk about
Yeah, I
fashion,
think it's always
embroidery,
a
it's always
cycle.
better. It's a cycle.
Yeah, I think after Gen Z, I have a feeling that after Gen Z will be a bit more traditional. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I think Gen Z
We'll go
is
back
like,
to our roots.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be extra traditional.
Yeah.
Like babies are going to be like, what are my parents doing? Really?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I think it's the Gen Z is also coming from a lot of trauma that the Gen
parents,
X,
yeah.
baby bloomers have given them, you know? So I think
Yeah.
it's like live for today. Don't think about tomorrow. That's what Gen Z is. I think after Gen Z, I don't know. I think like the next generation will be like Gen Alpha, right? Yeah. I think they're going to be super traditional and super smart. I think. So I don't know about AI, honestly. I have mixed reviews. I don't think it's going to last. Maybe 10 years
Yeah.
after like 5 years. But I don't think so.
You don't think AI is going to last?
It doesn't interest me, so I don't think it'll last.
In your mind, it doesn't
Chat
last.
GPT for sure interests me because
Yeah.
right now everyone's going heartless.
Yeah.
Literally, they're not using their brain to type out a message to their own lovers. But Chat GPT is helpful, but otherwise, I don't think AI.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then tell me this. So, like, because you're such a good stylist, I think that's why your photos that you shoot yourself, like just for yourself, come out so good.
Yeah.
But after you, because I think you style your shoots the best, if you had to choose a stylist in India to work with, if you don't do it yourself, who would you choose?
Priyanka Kapadia.
Priyanka Kapadia?
Yeah. Right now.
She is good. And then
She's
and
amazing.
What have you done with her that you loved?
Shanaya.
Shanaya's so, yeah.
Shanaya is like so versatile, easy
Yeah,
to
yeah.
shoot, you know?
Yeah.
And she's got that international
There's something about her, right? That
model. Like she has like a really good body language.
very good. And she has a very
Yeah.
model body language.
Yeah.
She should just go into modeling for some time for sure because she's so good at it.
Yeah. I think she's really good, but I also think she's really hardworking. For her first shoot with me to the last shoot right now, it's just like, wow, every shot is amazing. Every shot.
She takes instructions well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's important, I guess. And
not model? Even instructions, they're so easy. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, but you know, like if someone tells you something, you keep it in your mind.
Yeah.
And you make sure next time you keep that, you know?
Yeah.
That piece of advice or that instruction, that really helps you grow, right?
Yeah.
So that's super important.
Agreed.
And models, who's your favorite Indian model right now?
So many.
Okay, name me like one or two.
I really want to shoot Avanti. She used to message me, and then I missed out her messages, and I'm like chasing her to like shoot with me. But she's so cool, like very different face.
What's her Instagram?
Avanti Nagrat.
Okay.
She's like huge now.
Yeah.
She's walking every runway internationally. Neelam.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
She's beautiful. And who else?
Neelam KG. She was the face of Burberry in the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's so sweet and so helpful.
Yeah. Nice. And now, okay, I want to ask this because I think people would be interested. So there are a lot of young, like you said, so much young talent which probably doesn't have direction.
Yeah.
Like they're learning photography, they're interested. What's your advice? Like, what should they do? Because you found success quite organically. What should they do? But what should they do? You know, because some people don't even have the financial support. Like, they need to figure out a way to make money and also, you know, make their name in the fashion industry. So what's your advice for all the young kids?
Okay, so when I came into this industry, I never knew how to get into the industry. I thought I'll just do it for fun. Is also because somehow I had a backup financially. My dad was always there. But he never helped me make my career. Like, if people think that, I just feel like it's ridiculous because he's not holding my camera. He doesn't have my vision, nothing. He just don't know anyone from Bollywood because he's a businessman.
Yeah, but you know the thing is that when that stress is not there, financial stress, you can afford to be more creative without stress. I think so.
That's true. Yeah.
So in that sense, it's helpful.
It is very helpful. So I'm very grateful for my dad. But when I came into this industry, I worked my ass off. I used to like do 4 shoots a day.
Just like test shoots?
Test shoots. And I told you, right, I was supposed to like intern with one of really good photographers. But then I slept on it, then I woke up, then I said, forget it. I'm going to create my portfolio by myself. I Instagram DM'd. Literally, Instagram was like 1 year old when it started.
Yeah.
I DM'd like 10 people, 10 models from Inega or whatever. Then I DM'd them and their roommates and then their roommates. So I used to like test a lot.
So you just hustled basically.
Literally. And everyone started to like notice me on my Instagram.
So I think the advice is to build your portfolio and to test shoot as much as possible and collaborate with all new people, like whoever you can find. Right?
And I also think you should test when you are like successful, you know?
Not only in the struggling days.
Yeah, I don't think you should stop testing when you have like commercial work happening, because where are you creative anymore? Like then you become like a money making machine. You know what I'm saying? Which is also fine if it works for you, but I feel like creatively, I think you lack creativity when you start becoming like a robot.
What kind of shoots do you hate? Like, you know, when you get certain kind of work, you're like, oh no, this is like, what causes dread? What kind of shoot?
I really don't hate anything, which, I mean, some jobs give me money, so I can't really hate them.
Right.
But yeah, which is creatively dead, I'm just like doing it
for the money.
For the money, yeah.
And that's also important, I guess.
Yeah, but I also think it's also like white background, everything's on the sheet, poses, this, that. I'm just like, okay, fine.
It's easy for you.
It's quite easy. I mean, like, it's just light setup, right? And then composition is like quite easy for me.
And what's
also experience, right? Like, I've done so many shoots now and it doesn't exhaust me doing shoots. Like, I just clicked like 400 models in 6 months. Imagine.
What?
Yes.
In the last 6 months?
And then I went back to, no, not last 6 months. When I was 16. when I
When you
came
were
to Bombay.
16, you clicked 400 models in 6 months?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I was that
That's
passionate.
that's an arm workout.
Yeah.
Yeah, you must have strong arms. That's crazy.
I was so passionate. I was like, click, click, click. I used to do like different test shoots, like different test shoots when I just came into Bombay. I was just like a fresh mind,
Yeah.
a girl who comes with full of dreams. I'm like, when is my photographs gonna be in all these billboards?
Now they are.
Yeah.
Which photographs have made billboards?
Some of the commercial
The ads.
ads, yeah, ad work.
Is that exciting?
Like all my Gen Z
Yeah.
friends, yeah.
That is so exciting.
It's quite exciting.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, it took me like 10 years
To get there.
to get there. It's like consistency, you know?
Yeah.
I never felt like giving up, ever.
I think
It's
the
so
key is to
funny how-
enjoy what you do, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everyone from like my Bangalore, I come from Bangalore, so everyone used to be like, how can you take pictures every day? Like, don't you get bored of it?
Exhausted, yeah.
And it's like the same thing, like why? They never understood. I said, I'm just like, I love making women happy.
Yeah.
Then after 10 years, I realized, oh my God, why do I love shooting women? It's so easy for me, effortless, you know. Then it goes back to a story where one of my friends actually mentioned last year saying, you know, Sash, I think this is a bit of your trauma from bullying.
Oh.
Yeah. And you know, when I have healed, after 10 years I healed, now I'm just like, I don't really want to do this to make women feel beautiful. It's more or less like me now, you know?
Like making women look and feel good gives you that satisfaction. You know?
It's quite deep,
Yeah,
but it's like
yeah.
I never thought of it when she mentioned to me. She's like, you know, this is coming because of your bullying. When I was bullied, people used to bully me for my skin tone, the way I spoke, because I have a South Indian accent, and like bad bullying, you know. So that really, I took pain into power, basically.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's so amazing
Yeah.
because there are people who just live in that,
Yeah.
you know, and don't grow out of it.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
Thankfully, I had such supportive parents. Like, they just put me in school in London, and they said, don't worry about studies, just have fun, you know.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's when my life began,
Yeah.
after 18 years.
Yeah, you wanted your mental health to change.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
that's
My
so
mental
important.
health was super bad.
Yeah, and I guess you can't do anything in life to move ahead if you don't take care of your mental health first.
Yeah. And that's
Yeah.
why, you know, that's where I see myself as like blessed and grateful for my parents, is because, see, I have the means.
Yeah.
Imagine someone didn't have the means. Their like dreams are like crashed there, you know?
Wow, that's an amazing story. That's an amazing journey too. So you're empowering like
Yeah.
women, you know, because maybe you didn't feel that at some point, so now you're giving it to other women.
Yeah, and imagine I didn't have any like all the test shoots I did, and then actors started approaching
you,
me.
yeah.
Everyone, and I stood there, just do it for free, and they used to like never like they used to be like, why does she do it for free? Like,
Yeah.
she's so good. I'm like, how do I monetize this shit?
Yeah.
I just didn't know how to monetize any of my work, you know. Then I met a really, really good friend of mine, and he asked me to like how to
Structure
monetize
and
and
whole thing,
structure.
yeah.
And he literally put like an Excel sheet. Like, he helped me a lot. Like, I'm forever grateful. And then I realized, okay, I can take photography as a business.
Yeah,
you know?
because
I
it's a
was, like,
really
just doing it
lucrative,
for
if you do well, it's a very lucrative business,
Yeah.
you know.
I still don't want to take it completely as a business, because for me, I just don't want it to look like, I'm known for my creativity, so I want that to be, I'm very protective of that. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but your creativity should be paid for. You know,
Yeah,
because
exactly.
especially
Now,
like, you
I
know,
just don't do anything for free.
no, you should
Yeah.
not. You should not. You paid your dues.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
5 years and I don't do anything for free.
Yeah, but you did it for free for 5 years before that.
Yeah, before
That's
that.
crazy to work for free for 5 years. That's insane.
Yeah.
And like people would just lap it up and probably just take advantage of you. You can't do that.
don't
you
know,
But
yeah.
chalo, you were a kid.
I was a kid.
You live and you learn.
Yeah, I started when I was 16, so what do you know
Yeah,
until you're
that's true.
24,
You were
25?
literally a kid.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me, what's the most fun you've had on a shoot? And like in your memory, it stands out to as one of the best shoots you did. Just because it was so much fun and it was creatively, you were so inclined and it was so exciting. And
Cosmo?
yeah?
Cosmo cover was so much fun because they told me to style. I said, no. I can't like get like clothes from here to there. It's all from my wardrobe. I can't really style for a commercial shoot. So, but they gave me a lot of creative freedom.
Who was on it, on the cover?
Shanaya.
Shania.
Yeah, and she gave me a lot of freedom and she's lovely.
Yeah.
She also helped me get in touch with a lot of people. And my first friend in Bombay was like Alvia. So she really helped me like contact like Janvi, Kushi, all of them came through her.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. And I mean, I'm sure they were so happy too because they got amazing
they're
photos.
lovely girls. Yeah,
amazing photos out of it.
Yeah.
Cosmo's cute. Is there any magazine on your list that you haven't shot with and it's on your wish list?
Vogue.
Vogue India is on your wish
Yeah.
list? Yeah, and
like,
yeah.
why not?
I mean, you've
That's
covered.
the only magazine I've not shot. in
Yeah,
India,
and you covered the rest of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a casting call for Vogue, casting request for Vogue India. Sasha would like to shoot with you guys.
Thank you, Sonia. Be my influence.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they'd be happy to. And
Yeah.
they do so much work anyway. They always need talent.
Yeah, I've done features though.
Yeah.
But not like a cover.
You want a cover.
I
And
want
who
a
do you want
cover.
to shoot on the cover of Vogue?
Anyone.
Anyone?
Anyone, but as long as it's Vogue.
That's cute. Okay, and then I did want to ask you this when you were talking about empowering women. Why don't you then shoot like real girls or real women?
I've shot real girls, yeah.
I've
I've
not
shot people-
seen so much on your Instagram. I've seen everyone is like either an influencer, a model, or an actor. But have you shot like real women? Because they need the maximum empowering to feel good about themselves, right?
Yeah, I've shot like Malisha, you know.
No.
She's this girl from the slums of Mumbai.
Oh, wow, okay.
BBC covered her images and there was a proper documentary on her.
Oh, that's amazing. I'm going to
And
look
I
this
was,
up.
yeah, she's one of them. There's so many normal women I've shot, like real women. But it's
Yeah.
just that traction-wise, like I also need to think about my Instagram traction. You know,
Right.
it's like I never say no to real women. I do so many portfolios. They're like loyal clients of mine.
Oh,
for
like
portfolios.
Oh,
yeah.
really? And they just ask for their own personal pictures.
Yeah, I'm a bit like OCD about my Instagram.
Yeah.
It's like my website, you know?
Your Instagram is your website.
Yeah.
But even if you would put like really cool photos of like women who are not maybe in the fashion or film industry, that could be really nice as well.
I've shot, for Elle, I've shot like cool directors, writers. I've shot like amazing women in general.
Yeah.
Like I've shot plus size, I've shot
Yeah.
everyone. Nitya
Yeah.
I've shot.
Yeah, Nitya,
She's so
beautiful.
good. Yeah.
Nitya Arora is a jewelry designer.
She's amazing.
Who's also a friend and stunning. Yeah.
And so confident.
So
Yeah.
confident. I mean, because she's beautiful, she has no reason not to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's amazing. So anything else besides Vogue on the wish list for 2024? Okay, let's manifest. What should we manifest? What's on your wish list for 2024?
Vogue.
Aside from Vogue, come on, let's do 5 things on Sasha's wish list for 2024. Vogue is 1.
Vogue, a guest campaign.
A guest campaign. Okay.
So me.
They're pretty iconic, yeah. Like since our childhood. I mean, yours
Literally.
and mine, they've been so iconic.
Maybe shoot like a Victoria's Secret model. Anyone at this point.
Yeah.
I just want to like have this Kate Moss's 100-hour party situation and shoot everyone, you know?
You wanna
Like I
shoot-
want like all the A-listers in the parties and shoot like how Kate was so cool and iconic at the age.
Still is.
I'm saying like
Yeah.
when she used to throw her 100-hour parties.
Yeah. You
Like,
wanna,
I want to do something like that as like a proper editorial.
Yeah, that would be
Something
so cool.
on my wish list. And
And personally?
personally, find my lover.
Find like the love of your life?
Yeah.
If that's such a thing.
Yeah.
Anymore?
Anymore, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy. But I know I will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing. I hope all your manifestations come true. And thank you so much. It was such a fun
Thank
chat.
you.
Mwah. More success to this beautiful baby here. I hope you're enjoying watching Fashionably Purnia. Don't forget to like and subscribe.